Trump accuser E. Jean Carroll is seeking new damages in her lawsuit against the former president after he repeated his statements about her at a CNN town hall. Let's get some more right now from CNN's Caitlin Polans. Caitlin, what more can you tell us about Carroll's latest request?
Well, Wolf, remember that E. Jean Carroll, that columnist, that she had that major lawsuit that she won against Donald Trump, where she was able to convince a jury he should be liable for sexual abuse and for defaming her about an interaction in a department store years ago. That lawsuit is over, and she got a big award out of it, a $5 million award from that jury that Donald Trump will have to pay her. This is about a very similar case that's still in the court system. It's about similar things he was saying about E. Jean Carroll during the time he was president. So it's still going through the court system, and what E. Jean Carroll's lawyers are doing right now is they're going to court and they're saying, we want to beef up our case against him because of how Donald Trump responded to E. Jean Carroll after that jury verdict. So here is one of the things that Donald Trump said just a day after the jury in New York decided to award her many, many millions of dollars about what she was able to say he should be liable for. Here's Trump at a town hall with CNN.
They said he didn't rape her. And I didn't do anything else either. You know what? Because I have no idea who the hell she is.
But Mr. President,
I don't know who this woman is. They said, sir, don't do it. This is a fake story, and you don't want to give it credibility. That's why I didn't go.
One thing you did do in this.
And I swear, and I've never done that, and I swear to, I have no idea who the hell, she's a whack job.
So, Wolf, this is an ongoing case where it's not just that Trump was saying to Caitlin Collins on CNN. He was also posting on Truth Social about E. Jean Carroll just the day after that jury verdict in New York in the complaint that she had won. But this other civil lawsuit, it's another thing that E. Jean Carroll is clearly still pushing in court and trying to really twist the knife and trying to convince a judge that not only should she win another defamation case about Donald Trump, about all of the things he has said about her, that he has demeaned her, she says, that he is denying abusing her still, but also that maybe it should be considered what he was saying after that jury verdict, because maybe he should be punished even more if the jury finds in her favor, if the judge finds in her favor. Wolf?
Caitlin, I want you to stay with us. I also want to bring in our legal experts for more analysis right now. I'll start with Shan Wu. You just heard that reminder of Trump's comments. Shan, how do you assess E. Jean Carroll's latest case here?
I think those comments help a lot. It's particularly telling that they were made, obviously, when he's not the president anymore. And it really tees up a difficult issue for the Justice Department because they've taken this position that this lawsuit involving comments he made when he was president, that they feel they should be defending him because those may have been actions taken during his presidency. I think that's a very embarrassing position for them to be in. I think it's weak, but they still have that position at the moment. And it'll be interesting to see if the verdict, as well as these comments that are clearly not when he's president, how that factors into whether DOJ wants to maintain that position or not.
Nancy Erica Smith is with us as well. How notable, Nancy, is the timing here that these comments came exactly a day after a jury found Trump liable for sexual abuse and for defamation?
It's really shocking, the level of lawlessness and disregard for the rule of law, juries, judges. E. Jean Carroll and her lawyers may actually do more to end Trump lawlessness than the entire Justice Department and Merrick Garland together. It is important to note, as was just mentioned, that Trump is saying that the taxpayers have to defend him. The Department of Justice, which he impugns on a daily basis, should defend him because he defamed somebody while he was the president. I agree that's a weak argument. I think it just got weaker because the law means nothing to him, and he keeps defaming her. I don't think she wants to twist the knife as much as stop him from defaming her, and he has no respect for the law.
Caitlin, you're doing a lot of reporting on this. What will E. Jean Carroll's process of seeking additional damages actually look like?
Well, you know, she is just asking to amend the complaint right now. So that just is making what she would have to prove in court or bring to court, argue to court a little bit longer, and adding in some of these things that happened after Trump was president and after that jury verdict. But this is still an issue that is going through the courts on whether Trump can even be held liable for this. And like Shan mentioned, whether there is a situation where the Justice Department can substitute in for him as he was serving as president, where the main piece of what this lawsuit is about covers. So that's where is really being looked at right now in the courts on whether or not Donald Trump as president has some sort of protection. And that is going to have to get figured out before any of this other stuff will be considered.
And Shan, how do you think the Trump legal team will defend the former president?
Well, I think, first of all, they're really honing in on this point that Caitlin just made about this legal defense, saying that it's really DOJ that should speak to him because he has some kind of protection for his comments as president. Secondly, I mean, they'll likely take the same tactic that they did originally. Defamation, I mean, it's the truth is the defense type of thing, so they're really going to have to relitigate all the facts of that case. I do think there's a big difference here, again, mounting pressure on DOJ. The deposition that was released during the Carroll trial that just happened, that does not help Trump's argument that he was doing something as president. I mean, there's nothing about that deposition that indicates this is some sort of a policy thing, that he's consulting anyone. It just sounds like he's, plain up insulting her.
We'll see what happens on this front. Guys, thank you very much.